Yo, so we got another video for you guys, and this is about Diddy's comeback. Yeah, I know. Even I'm thinking, scratching my head, like, whoa, man, did he try to make a comeback already? He's planning a comeback already. Boy, man, this guy's good, man. He can't keep a good rapper down. Diddy is back. The disgraced rapper plans a career comeback with support from pal Kanye West. I have to laugh because Kanye West hasn't even had a comeback. So I don't know how this is gonna work. Kanye West keeps digging himself a hole. But whatever, yeah. I'm gonna read this through. Because you guys need to hear this. Sheen Diddy Combs is said to be getting ready to make a comeback. And he's not alone. After a long and difficult legal battle, the music mogul is asking his longtime friend Kanye West to help him rebuild his brand. They want to make a comeback in a lot of different fields like music and technology. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in this. Technology? What technology company would want to partner with these two stooges? Come on, like, you got a guy that's beating women and a guy who loves Hitler. And you think it's like, yeah, like Microsoft or like Nvidia, one of those companies be like, yeah, we rock with you, Kanye. I don't know. I'm dumb. That's all I'm thinking about. These companies, like, when it comes to technology, that's what's in my head. They may have something else going on. Let me think. Music wise, Kanye's good. He's a good producer, but like, who playing his music in clubs where he's had songs like Hell Hitler? Like, seriously, you ain't gonna get no radio play, right? It's gonna service his fan base, but then when it comes to the wider audience, it's not gonna be played anywhere other than in some dude's car who is into loving Hitler and singing Hail Hitler. Some people love that song, it's kind of catchy, but I won't be singing it. It's like he's going so far against the grain that he can't go any further. It's crazy, man. What you become, Kanye, man? What you done to yourself, man? It's sad to see someone's legacy just blow up in flames like that. I wouldn't want. How can I put it? To remember Kanye West when all this in like 100 years time. I hope somehow we can erase all this anti-Semitic nonsense he went through and just remember all the good stuff he did. But it could be one of those flawed individuals, like those painters out there, those artist painters, and they have some weird backstory. It could be like, yeah, we're learning the art of Kanye. The world's a strange place, man. You never know. They want to make a comeback. Yeah, I know I went off on a tangent somewhere else. I'm talking about something else completely different. Right. Let's see. They seek wealth, redemption, and renewed sense of cultural significance and relevance. Oh, that's gone then. Okay, redemption. I don't know how these guys can be redeemed. I mean, especially Kanye, man. They both have been criticized in public in the past few years, but they are said to be trying to rebuild their empires through music projects, fashion ventures, and even tech collaborations. This is what I'm trying to say. The tech collaboration, I just don't see. Like, are these two guys deluded? After everything that Diddy's been through, after everything that Kanye West has been saying, what big tech brand will want to partner with these two? I just don't see it. But I could be wrong. I could be a wrong person. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. I mean, someone like IBM, Nvidia, Google, they could be like, yeah, we work with you, Kanye. We collab. That's the envision that they have. But I don't see it. But, they want to get back their power and rebrand themselves as the top, as per a report, the global. They lost their power. I guess money is power, so I don't know what they lost. Alright, Diddy is extremely appreciative that Kanye supported him. They now consider each other blood brothers. Oh no, this is hilarious to read. Even reading this making me laugh. As insiders say, they both believe they can regain their supremacy and essentially control Hollywood once more. Oh my god. I'm reading this and I'm laughing my head off because it seems like two nutcases in a mental asylum wrapped up together like, we're gonna make it, man. We're gonna become rich again. Yeah. You're gonna become rich. It's making me laugh reading this because these guys are so far detached from reality that this whole thing is just so funny to read. I'm reading it and I just can't help but laugh. Alright, Diddy Combs was acquitted of more serious charges of trafficking and racketeering, but found guilty of 2 counts of transporting individuals to engage in prostitution following the widely reported trial. Diddy was spared a life sentence due to the mixed verdict, but he could still spend up to 20 years behind bars. Alright, he's not going to get 20 years behind bars. That's not going to happen. That's wishful thinking. I mean, I think they'll give him like 2 or 5 years. And, probably 2. But I feel they want to slightly look like they're punishing him, so they try and go for 5. But I don't think he'll get anything like 10 or 20 years. Nah, not gonna happen. Our source also claims that the founder of Bad Boy Records is confident he can clear his record and become a free man. Okay, Diddy wants to help the 48-year-old founder of Yeezy restore his reputation following a string of anti-Semitic tweets and strange antics. Okay, so Diddy is slightly deluded and Kanye has bipolar. These two guys are best of buddies, right? So Kanye West goes on Drink Champs and he's on the up and up. Everything seems to be going well for this dude. And out of nowhere, he comes out and says something like, "Oh, I can say anti-Semitic stuff and Adidas won't drop me." I'm like, huh? Why would you do this now? Your career is going so well. Why would you say this? It's self-sabotage. That's what people do when they're doing so well. They can't believe they're doing this well. They self-sabotage themselves. And there was no need for him to say that on Drink Champs. He could have kept his mouth quiet. He said that, and I know he knows that Adidas was almost printing money with him. Those Yeezy trainers, the markup price for those, they were printing money. So he thought to himself like he could say anything. Like they almost every month or so they'd be like, "Yup, we're making this much money from Yeezy," and he's like, "Wow," and they're probably licking his ass. On top of that, and it's making him feel big. Like, yeah, these trainers doing good. They're damn ugly trainers. They're selling like wildfire, man. I mean, selling like hotcakes because they were selling well, and the trainers are damn ugly, man. I never bought a pair. They look ugly. The grips look ugly, man. They look terrible. Even the guys that were selling them, I watched a YouTube video and the guy selling them like, these trainers are butt ugly. But because they're Yeezys, they're selling out. That was saying it all. You know, when you got cheap to make ugly trainers selling. Only Kanye can do that. But it was a point of self-sabotage, big-headedness that made him say it, and that kind of like destroyed his reputation. Then he started to go on this tangent, weird rants of anti-Semitic tweets for some strange reason, and that made it even worse for him. It's like, why are you doing this, Kanye, man? Why did you do this? I mean, Diddy, yeah, he was on some sort of drugs. That's what he claims when he did what he did. He was on the freak off drugs, right? When he was whooping Cassie's ass and forcing her to do freak offs. Yeah, that's Diddy's explanation, and he is slightly deluded. He's got some sort of like emperor. I don't know what to call it, but he believes that he's bigger than he is. But we kind of bring him down. You know, the world's kind of brought him down to size. According to the source, Kanye will receive more attention once Diddy leaves because he has already been mentoring him. Oh my god. It's like the blind leading the blind and the crazy leading the crazy. Diddy is mentoring Kanye West. Oh my god. This is so funny to read. Kanye has stated that he wants Diddy to get involved with his clothing line. This is what I'm trying to say. These two guys are crazy. Isn't Kanye's clothing line a bunch of swastikas, Nazi logos? So you make yourself like, Diddy gonna get involved with this dude after he comes out of prison? He wants to keep himself clean and clear of anything. He don't want to end up back in prison. But hanging around with Kanye, he gonna go right back. He gonna come out and go back in. If he follows Kanye's tweets and starts tweeting the same stuff Kanye tweets, he's gonna go out of prison and go right back in. And we'll be like, yo, you just left. It's like, yeah, I'm back. Give me that baby lotion. No, I'm not joking. This is making me laugh. Because I've seen his clothing line. It's crazy. The source claims that the two are also discussing starting a joint label, making movies, and even pursuing tech-related endeavors. All of this is part of their overall strategy to take back the top spot. They want to work together to achieve their shared goal of becoming billionaires. When you want to become a billionaire again, or you wasn't a billionaire at the beginning, but you were telling everyone you was a billionaire. It's making me laugh. Because before, a couple of years back, they said that Dre was a billionaire, Dr. Dre. And it turned out he wasn't really a billionaire. We all knew it was like stock evaluation. They were claiming that he was a billionaire, but he wasn't. Even when it came to his divorce settlement, we kind of realized how much money he had. It's a hell of a lot of money, but not billionaire. Yeah, I mean, Dre is not poor. Dr. Dre is not poor, but he is not a billionaire. I'm not throwing any shade at him, but it wasn't what it is. And then Kanye, he had this whole thing where he was claiming he was a billionaire. He had the whole, trainers out there like billionaire Kanye. Diddy, they were claiming he was a billionaire from. I know I got Diddy on my head, Diddy on the mind. Claiming he was a billionaire from Ciroc. Close enough, but not quite. It's almost something like it just eludes them slightly, just slightly, that billionaire status. So they want to become billionaires now. So they weren't before. So they were all lying to us. It was like faking it till you make it. That's hip hop for you, right? Fake jewels, fake cars, rented, fake women, models. Don't expect the models, the girls to be actually their girl. But then who knows? As quoted in the report, is Diddy actually making a comeback? Blah blah blah. Well, from what I can see, this is wishful thinking and delusion at best. There's no way any tech companies are gonna have any dealings with these two. As for when it comes to movies and anything else, like you need to get distribution for movies. And knowing Kanye West, it'd be a damn movie about Hitler. I'm making this up. It'd be a movie about Hitler, and you can sit down there like, who is gonna be putting this in cinemas or allowing it to be in cinemas? He wouldn't get a distribution deal from anyone, and I don't see any cinema chains that would want to actually distribute this movie. And then he'd probably try and put it online. Yeah, then you're gonna have a lot of the online sites that's kicking him off as well. But yes, it'll be a anti-Semitic movie about Hitler, probably produced by Diddy. Probably carrying a stake like "Hate Me Now" or something like that. I don't know. You just realize that these two, I mean, they got enough money to do what the hell they want, but just because you have money doesn't mean that the world's gonna accept everything you at it because the world doesn't like you, Kanye West, anymore. You have fans, but the overall world does not like what you are standing for when it comes to your anti-Semitic views. Diddy, we don't like you no more. Some people still like his music, but as a person, we see right through you. You're not the happy-go-lucky party guy. We now know half the time you was on drugs. We know you like to beat women a lot. We can't sit down there and rock with you when you're whooping ass of women. Even though some of these women were on drugs as well, we're down for the free cuffs. But just the fact that you put your hands on women and you're a man, a lot of people ain't gonna rock with that. There's that, and you know, he had a very clean image at first when he was selling Ciroc. So he was the black guy. We thought he was the music mogul. We knew he was a bit dodgy, but we kind of looked past because there wasn't any concrete evidence that he murdered Biggie. There wasn't any concrete evidence that he shot a woman in the face. We didn't know that he beat Cassie. There was nothing there that incriminating. All we know that he robbed these artists. He was a bit stingy with money. He's a bit cheap. That's all we knew, really. You know, and now we see a lot more through the veil of what he was hiding. And when it comes to actual real companies and brands, they don't associate with someone like that. That's a drug addict. That's a woman beater. So I just wonder who and what company they believe is going to endorse them or partner with them. And that's my thoughts for today, really, man. It's like, whoever it is, good luck to them, man. They're going to burn their money. Anyway, I'm out. See you in the next video.